Hey, what's good? I wonder if I'm even on screen here. Probably have to try this again and check it out to see if I'm on screen. I bet my head's off it right now. I wonder how the audio is with that little mic up on there. Dang. So that last take was pretty shitty. I wonder how this one will work. Oh shit. I wonder if that shit could see me from here. Let me play that shit back. This one back too.
Classes in session so you can stop guessing if this is a gift or a written down memo. See, I am a professional. This is not a demo, in fact.
Fuck. You know what? Let's just try this. Well. Dang. Do this. Oh shit. Take these off. Interesting. Alright. Dang. I have no idea how long it takes to get the proper angle on that thing. Probably put I feel like the clip's me screwing up a little bit. That thing, the fact that the little thing turns around and you can kind of see yourself on it. I didn't really figure that out until kind of recently, so it makes it a lot easier. Cause I was I had to go back around and keep doing takes and takes of that, but screw it. It's all good. We're here now and I'll talk to you about a little bit of tech here. The first few videos I had were some pharmacy stuff, but basically, long story short, I'm just not in pharmacy school anymore. Probably for the better ultimately, but yeah, I think there's some better ways to go about that healthcare thing, but we'll see. We'll do this tech a little bit and we'll see if we can get back to that. But yeah. Also, I'll just talk about probably just networks here. Hopefully you can see the whiteboard out here. I'll be writing on this. Hopefully the audio is pretty good. I got a Rode mic on there. Yeah. So yeah, I'll talk about some networking a little bit. So I'll probably just talk conceptually. I can't really give you much of dates and stuff like that, but I'll just talk about it conceptually. So kind of started off with local area networks. Local area networks. Hopefully you can see that. Dang, with that lighting, you probably won't really be able to see the writing on there. But yeah, start off with local area networks for use in just to make work easier, pretty much. That's kind of what it seemed like to be the purpose of it. And then people wanted to make money pushing out the technology. So local area networks moved on to wide area networks. So wide area networks seem to be basically a collection of local area networks. So wide area networks. Essentially, as I understand it, a collection of local area networks brought together. So a local area network could basically consist of a few devices. So your home could be a local area network. Let's say maybe your laptop, your iPad, your phone, maybe some your parents might have some phones or tablets or something of their own laptops, and those could all be connected in one network. And then a wide area network could possibly be maybe your home, and then your neighbors, and some people in the community, 4, 5, 6, maybe a row of homes. If they were all working, for example, they could probably be connected into a wide area network, and then probably an office building or two, probably connected with a wide area network. And a wide area network, just a collection of a bunch of those local area networks with their devices and whatnot within each of those networks. And then with wide area networks, when you get a collection of wide area networks, then you get a collection of wide area networks, but a bunch of those, and then you get the internet. Okay, so as I understand it, when you get a bunch of wide area networks, and you connect those together, then you could just have a bunch of wide area networks connected together. But then if you have certain protocols that basically define how the devices within that network can communicate with each other, then I guess you pretty much get the internet. And then the internet is a bunch of wide area networks around the world, pretty much at this point, all connected together. So imagine that office building, or that row of houses in a neighborhood. Like there's basically a bunch of those like around the world, pretty much like connected with each other. And then like there's a protocol that defines the way like they can all communicate with each other. So then that's like the internet. So now all those devices are connected like through a protocol called the internet, or well, connected by the internet, and then like the protocols are called different things, but yeah. And then you have the World Wide Web that's built on top of the internet. So all those network devices, no, like you have a way for them to like share information with each other. It's like now like they're all connected in the internet. So like now you can like do stuff because they're connected. So like you can like say, okay, now like here's how we like share this type of information with each other. Like, and then the World Wide Web, it's like text based, and like now it's like multimedia at this point. But like I guess it kind of seems to started off as text based. Yeah. So like that's the World Wide Web, and like I mean, probably like early '90s, or like early '90s in terms of like the World Wide Web. I could give you that date, and then like I think late '80s in terms of like domains and stuff being popular, like the internet. I think in terms of like a date for the internet, but yeah. But now like we're getting closer to the modern, and closer to today, because now we're gonna be talking about blockchains. Let me like adjust this thing. Okay, so like blockchains, or if you can see that, seem to be the next little layer on top of the internet here, in a way. So it seems like blockchains will be, I guess, not really built on top of the internet, like the World Wide Web, but like it seems like they'll be like connected to the internet. Like so all those devices connected with each other. I guess you could actually probably say, in a sense, it is built on top of the internet in terms of how the devices are, like because they're already networked. They're already networked, and they can communicate with each other, like with multimedia, multiple like mediums. So because of that, something like a blockchain could be implemented. But yeah, I don't know if it necessarily takes the internet, but it definitely makes it easier when like we can all like communicate, and like we can say, hey, like this is kind of like what we want a blockchain to look like. So like it's probably not built on top of the internet, but it's like built with the internet. I guess if that makes sense. Yeah, and then it seems like these blockchains will kind of change like how work is done again. It seems like kind of how the internet did. 'Cause like with the internet, you could connect with people and communicate. Like now with blockchains, it's like makes it even easier. Like, cause now like you can just like, cause now, well, I guess the goal is like to be able to just like transact with each other without like across like country lines, across I guess different institutional lines and stuff like that. Like different like lines how like middlemen usually like I guess oftentimes like make careers and whatnot. I don't really know too much about like careers that much yet. Like I mean I just know I kind of switched into another one it seems like, but yeah, so it seems like a lot of careers are made off of like kind of like being like a communicator between like two parties in real life. So I guess like if the network devices allow you to like the protocols allow you to communicate in terms of the internet, like maybe you can just like communicate with the internet and then like use the blockchains to like transact. So then it's like I guess like that middleman goes away in a sense, or that like arbiter or whatever. Because theoretically the entire network agrees on like the validity of like what was done. So you don't need, theoretically that's the goal of the blockchain. Like everyone can agree on like what was done. So like you don't need a trusted party. It's like they always put it to agree. But yeah. So that I guess it's like my little like video on that. I guess going back to the healthcare. So on top of the blockchain, in my view, we'll see if this ends up happening, but on top of that blockchain, you can build like a peer-to-peer healthcare network. Okay. Peer-to-peer healthcare network. Yeah, I might talk about this more later, but part of the reason I left farm school was because I kind of thought a lot of the there's like a lot of money being made, which is good, like so you can like feed your families and whatnot, but like hopefully we can like encourage health maximally. So like with like a good layer of incentives, you could just incentivize, like at least attempt to incentivize health rather than like incentivizing chronic diseases. So if you could make money off of like just keeping people healthy instead of making money off of them being sick, then that would be, or at least if you could like compare both approaches, and then we could see like which one works better. Like that would be interesting. So that could be built on top of the blockchain, considering the nature of the microtransactions and the nature of like the network consensus. And then like given that we all have, or more and more of us are having the devices, so you know, technically it's kind of up to us to see like what do we like, do we, if that's like something we're interested in, like which like approach we'd want to do better, or which approach we would want to try, or maybe we could try both. But yeah, that's just some like some thoughts for now. Yeah, I'll like probably edit it a little bit, make it a little bit more personable. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for now. Be learning more about blockchains. There's like some more specifics, but I don't really want to talk about that too much. To be 100% honest, like I was more of just like trying to get this angle proper and like the lighting proper, and like see if that mic works. Like see if this is even like kind of doable in my room, cause like some of them other videos I was like doing outside, and like it was kind of smoky outside, to be honest. Like so kind of also I'm trying to do this health care thing a little bit, cause like I'm kind of surprised like all this like COVID stuff is happening and like shit's on fire. Like I feel like that, I don't know, that doesn't really make much sense to me, but like we will leave that other shit for another video. But yeah, alright, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out, stay healthy.